Hey everybody, it's Natasha from Mystic Wisdom and Treasures. We are back again today for a new pick a card reading. For today's topic, we are going to be asking the question, who is your soulmate? But before we get started, I'd like you to take a few moments to really ground, center yourself, and calm your mind. Call in your spirit guides and guardian angels to help guide you to the pile that contains the information for your highest good regarding who is your soulmate. And when you are ready, let's take a look at the cards. For today's reading, we have 4 groups of cards. We have group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4. For the crystals, we have the Labradorite. For group number 2, we have the pink Amethyst. For group number 3, we have the Rutilated Quartz. And for group number 4, we have the Shungite. If I pronounced that wrong, I apologize. Now, really take a moment to focus on the cards and really pay attention to the one you feel the most intuitively drawn to. You can take a moment to pause the video if you would like, and if you feel drawn to more than one group, feel free to check those out as well. I will provide timestamps in the pinned comment down below. And without further ado, let's get started. Hello, pile number 1, for those of you who chose the Labradorite crystal. Let's find out from your spirit guides and guardian angels, who is your soulmate? So for your first card, we have the Panther. And then the Bat. Next card we have says, proper rest helps me feel and look my best. We have, I forgive and let go with loving ease. I live each moment with a presence of gratitude. Play is my pathway to joy. For your tarot cards, we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Cups. And last, we have the Star. So the first thing that comes to me for you, pile number 1, is that your soulmate is somebody who has a really nurturing heart. This is somebody who's probably really good with kids. I'm feeling from the I live each moment with a presence of gratitude card, and also play is my pathway to joy. I'm getting the sense that this person is also probably a peacemaker with the Nine of Cups. This is somebody who has a very warm heart, someone very warm-hearted, and I'm feeling like this person, especially towards the people they love and care about, they have a strong intuition about them with the Panther and the Bat spirit over here. I feel like this is somebody who's very warm, very nurturing, has like a lunar quality to them, but I feel like they're also very protective over the people that they love and care about. This is somebody who has a very nurturing energy. They have a very warm energy. They are somebody who makes you feel taken care of. And I also feel that with the Star card, the way that she's holding up the water, and in my mind's eye, it's like it's pouring out slow, but it has the energy of being nurturing. This is somebody who loves very, very deeply, and I feel like they I feel like this is a person where when you're feeling really stressed out, that they're going to really come to you and they're going to sit down with you, have a seat with you, and they're going to really try to help you work out what's going on with you. I feel like this person has a very loving, empathetic heart. They're somebody who likes to get down to the core of the issue. And I see them as somebody who does not take anyone's crap either with the Panther spirit. Even though that they are a peacemaker and very warm-hearted, if they feel like you are lying to them, this is a person who's not going to be afraid to call you out on it. I feel like there's somebody who really sees down into the core of an issue. With the Panther spirit, I feel like this is somebody who's very deep, very warm, very protective over the people they care about, and they do not like anyone treating who they care about and love, including you, with disrespect. And that also includes you towards yourself. This is the kind of person where they want you to be feeling your best, and when you're not at your best, they're really going to try to nurture you, bring out what's going on deep within. Even if this can seem a little uncomfortable sometimes if you're trying to avoid the issue, I feel like, yeah, they'll probably back off a bit, but I'm also feeling like they're going to be very concerned and watchful in a way, not watchful like in an aggressive way, but this is somebody who's really paying deep attention to you. And if you don't know this person already, I feel like this is somebody that you will know. This is somebody, I'm also getting the message from the Play is My Pathway to Joy card. This is somebody who's either going through right now or has undergone some deep inner child healing. This is somebody who's very warm and has matured a lot in their life. I feel like forgiveness is a big lesson that they've had to learn, or maybe continuously learn. Maybe it wasn't always easy for them to let go of things, but I feel like as time went on, the more they matured and the more experience they had, I feel like they were able to take on this energy of forgiveness. And this doesn't necessarily mean towards you, it's just towards people in general, and take on more of this empathetic, nurturing outlook and letting go and not holding hatred towards people who have done them wrong necessarily. This is somebody who's very warm, and they're going to, if you have something going on with you, they're going to want to help you try to fix whatever that issue is, like whatever's going on in your life. And I feel like this person is somebody that really focuses on you and puts you first. It's like there's almost this magnetism about them, and I feel like they're somebody who's very balanced in their light and their shadow qualities, and they merge these together into a perfect balance. But I feel like this is somebody who, again, very balanced between both. You don't really see, well, maybe not necessarily, but the shadow per se comes out a lot when their protective instinct comes out. They're very protective, or if their boundaries are pushed. And I feel like this is somebody who might be a bit slow moving until that boundary gets pushed, and then you'll really see that side to them, where they're not going to take anyone's crap. They're going to see through the heart of issues on pretty much everything, and that includes you, other people. This is somebody who probably has a very sixth sense about people's intentions. They have almost this this calming presence to them. Yes, I feel with both of these cards. And also this card. This is somebody, whether they're male or female, the energy I'm getting is somebody who's very maternal. Whether, again, male or female. This doesn't have to be gender specific, but this is just the energy I'm picking up from the cards for some of you. Is that this is a person who's very maternal, very nurturing, almost like a mothering sense to them, and like this role, whether they have children or not. I feel like they have this initiative to really care, deeply care, and make people feel taken care of and nurtured and loved. I feel like they're very patient, again, until certain boundaries are crossed. I feel like this is somebody who makes the best out of the worst situations. They're somebody who's really grown into a really strong, loving, strongly loving person. Somebody who loves very intensely. Whether this person is a Scorpio or not, it's almost like a Scorpio energy somewhere in their birth chart, especially if it's like a moon sign, but that does not have to apply to everybody. But I'm really sensing that this is somebody who really sees, again, through the core of issues. They're deeply protective over the people they love. Their love is very intense. Their love is also very warm. They're somebody who, it's like, even though there's this, I don't know how to necessarily put this into words, but it's like they take on this energy of somebody who has grace in their shadow. They're not afraid to let their shadow show. They're very lunar. They're very loving. They're very dreamy too, I'm feeling. Very psychic, very intuitive, very patient. Yes, their energy is so calming, so calming. And I feel like if you're having a problem, again, they're going to sit you down, they're going to really talk to you and try to figure out the heart of what's going on, or help you see the possibilities to everything. This person also would make a really good parent. They're very warm. They could already have kids, or maybe they have kids with you, or they just have this very loving presence, and they'd be really good with kids too. There's somebody very, very, very patient. There's somebody who's kind of like the calm in the storm when they need to be. I feel like maybe this person doesn't have like a huge group of friends. Maybe they value quality over quantity for them personally. And the people that they do know, they really pour all of this warm, this engulfing love over them. There's somebody that doesn't probably let everybody into their heart or let their guard down, but when they do, it's like they love you fiercely and intensely, and they don't show this to just anybody. I feel like maybe their trust is something hard to win over necessarily, and they help you also. Feel refreshed. They help you embrace your inner child. They have this soothing presence to them. Their love, I'm feeling, is very soothing. The way they look at you, it's like they're looking deeply into your soul. I'm getting, and you may have met this person, or you may have not. And this could be the future, or this could be present. Either way, I'm feeling like your soulmate is this person who just like gives you this feeling of a warm embrace by being around them. When they look at you, you know that they're really paying attention to you. And again, like, they'll sit you down, and I feel like they really calm your mind, and they give you a brighter perspective. They help you see things in a better light when you're feeling really stressed out. And it's like, even though this is a star card, it almost feels like a temperance kind of feeling, like they're helping give you this balance, helping you transmute, I should say, the stress or the clutter in your mind into something brighter. Somebody who, they have a deep and intense focus. They're very slow moving, possibly, and they often look at things from a higher perspective as well when listening to you. But they also see through to the heart of something. They have a very intense focus. They're very passionate also. Very passionate. Very nurturing, very loving. It's like their love is healing itself. Yeah, it's like being around them, it almost takes a weight off of your shoulders, is what I'm getting. There's somebody that reminds you of how important you are and how important your health is too. I'm getting right now. A peacemaker. So in a moment of chaos, they're going to be the one that just shifts your focus in that moment, shifts people's focus, and calms them down, sits them down, and is pretty much like, hey, everything's okay. Is this really, like, do you have all the facts to this? And giving all the options, if that makes sense. And really taking that clutter and just calming everything down, making you feel calm, I just heard. There's a dreamy like quality to them too. A very warm presence and energy to them. It's very, very calming, very, very deep, very intuitive also. This person has a certain quality of intensity and grace at the same time. And they also, I'm feeling with both of these cards, they also have a certain side to them that people don't expect, because on the outside, they probably often come off as very calm, maybe quiet to people they don't really know, or somewhat guarded. But I feel like there's also this hidden part to them and their true selves. It's like a child at heart, and not a lot of people see this or know this about them, or they don't always let that show. But there's almost this sense of excitement and joy to them, this optimistic quality. And I just heard the word patience too, so they're probably very patient people. Very patient, very, very patient, definitely with this Panther spirit. Deep care, very, very deep care for the people that they're close to and let into them. And they're very loyal, extremely loyal to their friends and loved ones and to you. They're very generous too. I'm feeling with the Ace of Pentacles here. This person has very, even just by their listening, they're a really good listener, I'm feeling, but the way that they listen, the energy, like they don't even have to say anything, it's just their energy, their presence is very healing, and it like transmutes the energy into something brighter, helps declutter your mind, or helps calm your mind. They help you remember like the simple things in life, how to embrace them too, and just to live in the moment with them. Alright, that's all I have for you, pile number 1. If you enjoyed this reading, please be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are new. You can also leave a comment down below. I love reading what you have to say. And if you would like, you can also tap on the notification bell to stay up to date with any new content when it gets released. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's find out from your spirit guides and guardian angels who your soulmate is, for those of you who chose the pink amethyst. For today's cards, we have the Wolf, Spider, mouse. This pile had an extra animal card here that fell out for them, and I decided to go with it. Next we have healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. We have movement awakens my creative spirit. I craft my core desires with certainty and ease. My home is a sacred space full of beauty, inspiration, and protection. The Hierophant. The Hermit. And last we have the Emperor. The first thing that really comes to me when I look at these cards is the healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. I feel like this is somebody who might have, I'm hearing from Spirit, self-mastery. This is somebody who really pays attention to their inner rhythm, I'm hearing, with both of these cards, and also the healthy boundaries. This might be a person who, and this doesn't have to apply to everybody, but for somebody, this might be a person who actually likes to do things like meditation or like some type of dance or getting into their physical body. They might be somebody who enjoys yoga also. This is somebody who likes to center themselves and take some time out to really get in touch with how they are feeling, like their breathing, and really like zero in on how they're feeling in their body. I feel like this is something that helps keep them centered and balanced. Yeah, it helps keep them organized too. I feel like it helps bring them more clarity to their thoughts. This might be somebody who actually practices different spiritual things, such as, again, meditation, maybe yoga. Maybe they like to do things like lighting sage and smudging their space. Yes, again, there's a sense of like self-mastery within them. That's the energy I'm getting, especially with both of these cards. With the Emperor and the healthy boundaries. Somebody who has learned how to really center themselves in a stressful situation. I feel like they know how to step back internally because they've done this self-work and learn not to always speak right away, I'm hearing. This is also somebody who might like their time alone. I'm feeling with the Hermit, the Hierophant. Also the mouse and the spider and the wolf. So this is somebody who really enjoys their solitude. With the wolf, with both of these, with all three of these cards, as well as this one and these two. Excuse me. I'm grabbing so many cards. Try to show this. But this is somebody I'm feeling who likes their solitude. They need to get away. They like the silence, the stillness. There's somebody who appreciates the simplicity inside the stillness, I'm hearing. And this is somebody who goes deep within, who kind of retreats into themselves. They have very much of the hermit energy about them. And somebody who goes within and reflects, and it's like they all, when they come out of this, they come out with this new discovered truth, these new connections, this new insight, or this new way of seeing things. This is somebody who probably doesn't want to live in the city or around, like, all the noise. This is somebody who likes to get in their own skin, in their own space, and really embrace their stillness. They love the feeling of stillness. I'm really getting that. They're a powerful manifester, whether they know this or not. Yes, somebody who has, like, this quality of self-mastery about them. This is somebody who likes to keep their energy clean also, I'm feeling. That's why I feel like they probably need to get away, because it's their way of, like, re-energizing and shedding off the energy from the outside world, the busy world. I'm hearing busy world. So this is somebody, again, who likes their solitude and to get centered inside of themselves, who feels their best in their solitude and they thrive off of it. This is somebody who's not afraid to be alone either. For some, I'm feeling like this person is very introverted, especially with both of these cards, and the wolf and also the mouse. Yes, and I think it's interesting how all three of these cards, the ladies have their eyes closed in each one. And in this card, we see just a light coming from the eye. So I'm feeling like this person probably gets a lot of intuitive insights too when they're able to be in that still place and go with them. This is somebody who's very deeply reflective. They probably like to keep their space clean too. Maybe being around people makes them a bit socially anxious. So when they're able to find that stillness and be by themselves, that's where they really thrive. This is going to apply for somebody, but not everybody. This person might also be into things like writing. They have a very deep mind, and they actually are really good about remaining present, I'm feeling. Yeah, they've taken the time to really go deep within themselves and get in sync with themselves. I feel like this is something that they do pretty often. It's really standing out to me, the water at the feet in both of these cards. So water to me feels like emotional energy. So this is somebody, Phil, who has who is very deep and reflective once again, and I feel like this is somebody who likes to be that way, who needs time out to do these things, and who likes to soul search. And I feel like they are somebody who finds the deeper connection in things. I feel like this is a person, again, who might be a bit socially anxious, and that they need their time away, and to really, they might take on the energy of others. For some people, this could be the soulmate could be an empath, but that's not going to apply to all of you, I'm feeling. And this is somebody who likes to keep a distance and really observe things instead of being right in the middle of it. So for some of you, this is a really strong introvert. And I'm feeling like many of you, like, there's so much introverted energy about this person. Yes, they like their time alone to do the things they like to do. They would rather stand and reflect or be present with themselves and what they do than be at a party, definitely. Or maybe there's even times I feel like they might want to go, but they don't. They'd rather just kind of detach from the busyness around them, and I feel like they probably catch on other people's energy a lot, and that might be where some of the social anxiety comes from. I'm not a mental health professional by any means, but this is just kind of the energy I'm getting from this pile. That this person might be more socially anxious because they take on the emotions of others so much, and that's why there's so much detachment and like a distance they keep from people. Yeah, there's self-mastery over their own emotions, or something to do with self-mastery. I keep hearing self-mastery. Somebody who needs an outlet, I'm getting the sense. They need an outlet to get away from the busyness of life. This is somebody who really pays attention from a distance, and they make a lot of connections. So this person might not always say what they notice, but it's like there's not really any sense to hide things from them because they're going to find out, and they're probably an empath too. And empaths can be natural lie detectors, honestly. They see truth. Excuse me, sorry guys. They see truth. They make patterns and connections. They're probably very introverted. They might do a certain spiritual practice, or maybe they like to dance or do yoga or meditation, or some type of ritual work, maybe in their spirituality. But again, there's this sense that they need to get away and take on this hermit energy pretty often, because I feel like they really embody this hermit a lot. They're really deep reflective, and this is somebody who will need their space sometimes, and that often comes with being an introverted person, is to regain their energy so they can be out around other people. But they really embrace being alone. They're not afraid of being alone. They feel most balanced when they're by themselves, and they can really get centered and do the things that they like and be present with themselves. Like, there's a sense of them being present with you. This person could have kind of that lone wolf quality about them. With the wolf here, they might have a tendency to keep people at a bit of a distance. I'm feeling with the spider spirit. They might be pretty quiet to people that don't know them, or have a sense of stillness and quiet about them, or maybe get really overwhelmed by too much busy energy or by conflict. It's like they like to stay away from that, and they kind of retreat into their shell. I heard that they discover truths, so inner truths. So this person might be somebody that likes to research a certain topic of their interest, whether that's spirituality, history, getting to the root of their own inner core feelings too. I feel like they're very deeply reflective on this. And it's almost like their mind almost has this quality of being detached from people, even if they're always watching and people don't really notice this. But it's like they almost have this sense of detachment from people. Maybe it's because they feel overwhelmed by being around too many people, because they take on people's energy really, really easily, and they need to be able to clear this. This is somebody with a very profound mind, very reflective mind, a deep thinker, somebody who's very contemplative, with both of the Emperor and the Spider Spirit, I'm feeling. They might be very creative too with the Spider card. And again, for somebody out there, I felt like this person might be a writer. They might enjoy writing. That might also help them to clear their mind too. They like to get away and do this. They're really passionate about whatever that thing is, which again, I feel some strong writing energy for somebody. This is somebody that might like to write or do a certain type of art or research even. They enjoy their solitude. Not a lot of people get to know them. Like, not a lot of people, I'm feeling, because of this distance they put up. And Again, they are somebody that does need that space away because they get drained. Their social batteries drain out. And that's also why many people don't get to know them, I'm feeling. And I don't mean that in a bad way at all. This is just how this person is coming off in these cards. What Spirit's telling me. Very loyal, but again, they don't really open up to a lot of people, or people don't get close to them too often because they keep up that distance, and they like to stay away from conflict or drama. That they keep themselves clear of this type of stuff, and they notice things. People don't, and I feel like people don't know when they notice things because they have that air of detachment about them, but they notice things that other people don't. Like small details, and it's like even at a distance they notice these things and these connections and these patterns. They're really good at that. Very, very good at making connections and patterns to things that most people don't notice, and people don't know when they're doing this either, so they're probably very, very analytical. They like to keep away from conflict and drama, definitely. And they love simplicity, I'm feeling, and stillness. Like there's beauty within stillness to them. Very, very much so. Alright, that's all I have for you, pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are new. You can also click on the notification bell to stay up to date with any new content when it gets released. I love reading your guys' comments as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and may you have a lovely day. Hello, pile number 3. For those of you who chose the Rutilated Quartz, welcome to your reading. Let's find out from your spirit guides and guardian angels, who is your soulmate? So for your cards, we have the hummingbird, butterfly, we have now is the time to integrate all that I have gathered. There's medicine in my shadow. Oh, this is interesting already, you guys. I trust the mystery of life. My emotions move through cycles and connect me to my truth. For your tarot cards, we have the Ten of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. Wow, lots of cups energy. So definitely right away, the first thing that I'm really picking up on is this is somebody who's very, very, very reflective with the medicine in the shadow, and the way that the woman is looking down into her hands in this card, I feel. And also the cups energy. This is somebody who is very also transformative. The butterfly often represents transformation and inner growth and metamorphosis. This is somebody who's very, very deeply reflective, not afraid to do shadow work as well. This is somebody who really dives into their emotions. This is somebody who looks deep within themselves to find answers. They almost have like this quiet, silent quality about them as well. I feel with the Trust the Mystery of Life card. And I also feel like they're not afraid to dig into their shadow with both of the owl in this card and the ravens in this card. This is somebody who is very intuitive, very, might have an air of mystery about them as well. And also, again, with the shadow work, because of this card, my emotions move through cycles and connect me to my truth. So this is somebody who seeks truth from within. They look deep within themselves and they discover truths within themselves. They're not afraid to do the dirty work inside. I'm feeling too. They understand. They understand that this is often a process that leads to the most transformation, the most joy. Definitely, this is somebody who also is very creative. Like pile number 2, I feel like this person, for some of you, might be a writer, or they like to possibly journal. This is somebody that likes to record their thoughts somewhere, but they might be more, they have like, again, there's like this air of mystery around them too. There's somebody that doesn't need to be in the spotlight either. They don't feel the need to, but I feel like even though they don't go out of the way to be in the spotlight, they often get attention anyway. Even though they might not be the most outgoing person, they might be more introverted. But this is somebody who keeps more to themselves. They're very reflective. They're somebody who likes to get in sync with their own inner self, their own inner compass. They really look deep within and do the self-work. This is somebody, yes, very creative, and it's like almost like they have this dreamy like quality where their mind's from a different world. Very deep-minded, very, very deep-minded. Like, their mind is probably something that really fascinates you. Whether you know this person yet or not. And I feel like they also bring this reflective energy rubs off on other people around them too, and you. It rubs off on you. They help. This is somebody that's very much about growth, personal growth, and they're not going to do things to purposely hurt you either. This is not somebody that's going to go out of their way to hurt you, because this person values integrity. I'm hearing this person values truth. This person values growth, and they also have like this positive outlook to life about them. Like, they almost have this magical sense. Definitely. Oh my goodness, yes. With the hummingbird, butterfly, integration. I could keep pulling these out, but I'm just going to stick with these 3 at the second. But this is somebody who has like this, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this correctly, and I apologize. Ethereal, I cannot pronounce that, but like this magical quality about them. Yeah, very mystical. This person's very, very mystical. I feel like this really lures a lot of people to them and makes people curious about them. And I feel like they don't give a lot of information about them to people, but I feel like they're almost like a magnet for people's attention. Like, people are very drawn to them. And it's like they don't care to get the attention necessarily, if that makes sense. They're just doing their own thing, and like this person might be very spiritual themselves. The magical quality, maybe at some point they liked diving into things like witchcraft or Wicca. Not for everybody, but for some of you. They might have like a sense of, they might have a poetic sense about them too. Maybe at one time they used to write poetry. I feel like this person has an owl totem too, for someone watching this. They're very wise, deep. They have this magical sense about them. They have a warm sensitivity, but it's almost like this sparkling kind of energy about them. Very, very, this person is very mysterious to other people. Like, this is how they come off. And being around them, I feel like they have this freshness that they bring to people, or you actually. I feel like this is somebody that if you're not already with them, or whether you are or not, or maybe it will come, but this is somebody who's gonna have like a fresh start, bring you a fresh start to life. So I'm definitely feeling that. So if you've had like a chaotic experience in your past, or gone through a lot of karmic relationships, this is the person that's going to make things feel really new, fresh. They're going to be the person that's different than other people you've been with. They bring like the sense of fun, the sense of joy, the sense of magic, really. Definitely. Like, there's a very magical quality about this person. They almost have like an empress energy about them in tarot, or a high priestess vibe, except they're not somebody who tries to be in the spotlight per se. This is just somebody who likes to do their own thing, and they probably get recognized for it because they're so true to themselves, and they have like this sparkling sense about them, this magical sense that makes people really curious, or maybe it makes you really curious. They have this air of mystery about them. Yes, definitely. This freshness. They bring an air of freshness. They have like a certain quiet charm about them too. With the Ace of Cups over here, and other cup cards too. And the integration, like, this integration card is really standing out about this person. They have like this magical outlook on life, and I feel like this was something that's going to be rubbing off on you and other people. They keep to themselves, so they're not going to be outwardly like telling everybody about their lives, I guess, so to speak, but they have a lot of people curious. Like, this, again, this person has a magical quality about them that it really like makes them a magnet for people's curiosity, and people see this as like a fun trait that they have. This is somebody that knows how to like dance within their own cycles, like metaphorically. They're somebody who moves through the waves of life, the currents of life, and I feel like there's somebody that knows that there's a deeper meaning behind life, a deeper meaning towards everything that happens, and I feel like they give you a very fresh perspective on life. This is somebody that helps you start over, also feeling like life. Okay, this is the message that I'm really getting, the feeling I'm really getting for someone watching this. This is a person where you were used to, before them, life being one way, one certain way, and with this person, it's like you really started over, and it's like if you're comparing someone's life to a book, it's like you weren't even in the same book. Like, they take you to this new world. They help you forget about the past, like wiping the slate clean in a way. This person really makes you feel emotionally fresh and refreshed and like a new person. Like, you can start over and live a different life. Yes, there's a sense of adventure about them too. There's an air of mystery, adventure, magic. They might have a little bit of a spunk to them too, and also some calmness. They bring joy to other people in their lives. They make people feel happy. They really take on the energy of this hummingbird. It's almost like they're I'm trying to put this into words of what I'm getting. It's kind of like if the hummingbird isn't coming around very often and it's so small, and then one comes by and it catches your attention because it seems so sudden or rare, and it's this little tiny beautiful creature, and you hear the wings fluttering, and they have this beautiful quality about them, this like otherworldly quality about them. This is somebody who's very into personal growth and transformation, and they see the beauty in life. This is somebody who's also very likely, very likely connected to nature too, as well. Seeing the beauty in nature, seeing the beauty in animals, seeing the beauty in the simple things that people normally might overlook as well. Like they'll go, let's say they're going outside and they find calm being outside and in nature, and it's the simple things. Like maybe they could just be looking at grass or whatever that is to them, and they find the beauty within it, and there's somebody that loves the planet. There's somebody that loves Mother Nature, loves Gaia. They have a healing quality about them too. They are somebody that has a big heart. They have a very big heart. A very like childlike nature to them too. Like they have this air of mystery, but there's like this childlike nature to them. This fun nature, and they make you appreciate, like being around them rubs off on you and helps you appreciate the small things too, and they help you notice the signs. I'm feeling too, like this is somebody that probably opens up a new world to you, a way of looking at things, way of looking at problems too. I feel a lot of emotional fulfillment for you and this person right now. They help you observe your own emotions in a different way too. So there's a metaphor, or I guess, saying that I like to, excuse me. So there's a saying that I like to say. I don't know how to word that, sorry guys, but there's this metaphor that I like to use about the moon, and the balance of life and our own emotions. And I'm really feeling like this is kind of how this person is too, with all of the different moon cycles here and the way that she just kind of embraces all of it. But anyway, so the moon has its different phases. There's the new moon, the dark moon, we have the full moon, and all different shades. So even in their darkness, it's like they still dance through their darkness. They embrace this about life, and they know that life always comes in these ups and downs, but it's like they're that kind of person who is able to like dance within it, metaphorically. Somebody who understands this about the world, about this life, is that there's always going to be those ups and downs, and they're making the most of it, and they're learning to really breeze through it in a way, like embrace their different waves. So if the moon is metaphor for each of us, or as a person, if we are the moon, we come in different, we always move in different phases. Each one is significant, no matter how dark or no matter how bright. Each one we have something to learn about, and this is the kind of quality this person has. This is something really admirable about, something really likable about them, that they understand that, and they go through their own phases too, but they don't lose this like magical sense about them. Like they have like this really sparkling kind of energy too. It's like they have this air of mystery and this sparkle about them. I know that probably sounds funny, but this is somebody who brings a newness to your life. So feeling like being with them is like a different chapter. It feels almost life changing. Like your life has changed too. Like definitely like a new start energy. Somebody that makes you very fulfilled. They help you start over and forget the past. This is somebody that you really forget the past with. Like you don't even think about it anymore. This person just has this sense about them, and this almost childlike quality to them. Not in a bad way at all, but it's refreshing, And it's refreshing to be around somebody who appreciates the small things in life and helps you to appreciate those things. They appreciate the beauty of everything. And I feel like they point this out, and this is something, again, that rubs off on you and maybe like heals the chaos you once saw. They help you see life differently. This is somebody that's a very good influence to you. Very youthful energy too. Definitely very youthful with this hummingbird here. But this is somebody that has gone through a lot of transformation. This is somebody that does go through their own waves. But this is somebody that knows how to make the most of it and still appreciate life as a whole. Someone very caring, sensitive, cares for the underdog, I'm hearing too, cares for all creatures. There's, again, a lot of emotional fulfillment here, so you're going to have a very, like, strong emotional connection with them, and they're gonna help you see life in a different way, in a brighter way, in a more optimistic way, and learn how to love all shades of life and see the brightness in them and see the beauty when there is no brightness. Like, they're the person that just makes life feel new. They're adventurous. They're fun to be around. They're somebody that makes you smile a lot. And probably really silly. For some of you, this person might be really bubbly, and they're like a daydreamer too. Their mind is very powerful, so you're going to be very attracted to their mind as well and their own outlook on life. And it's really their own transformation process, and the way that their mind is going to help you see things differently as well. It's going to be very refreshing, I'm feeling. Or it is very refreshing. I shouldn't just say is going to be, because this could be somebody from past, present, or future. Yeah, very, like, childlike wonder about them. It's like they have the soul of a sage, but the heart of a child. And it's almost like a fairy-like quality about them. Very magical. Always seeing the deeper meanings behind things. Somebody who's not afraid to look into their own shadow. Somebody that makes life feel new. And yeah, they bring this freshness, this sense of youth. You might be very drawn to their youthfulness, their playfulness, their magical spirit. Alright, that's all I have for you, pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below. I love reading what you have to say. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this reading, and tap on the notification bell to stay up to date with any new content when it gets released. Alright, I appreciate you guys for stopping by. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Hello, pile number 4, our final pile for today, for those of you who chose the Shungite crystal. Let's see from your spirit guides and guardian angels who your soulmate is. For your cards, we have the Vulture, the Lamb. We have, I have unlimited potential and claim my purpose. All I need is within me. My inner compass knows the way. I celebrate my lineage and honor my ancestors. We have collaboration brings more sweetness into my life and into the world. For your tarot cards, we have the Five of Cups, Judgment, and the Eight of Wands. Okay, so the first thing that really comes to me with the vulture and the lamb spirit right here is that I'm getting the sense for many of you, this is somebody who has a presence that's often misunderstood. They might something about them, they might get misunderstood on their first impression. That doesn't have to go for everybody, but I'm really feeling that with the vulture. Somebody who might come off a certain way at first, but this is somebody I'm also feeling like they have a strong integrity with my inner compass knows the way, and they also have a really strong sense of compassion. I'm feeling with the lineage card as well as the collaboration. This is somebody who looks at things from a very outside perspective. They're very big picture oriented people. Very much so. And especially with the collaboration and the unlimited potential here. I'm definitely getting that. This is somebody that I'm feeling is very compassionate. This is somebody who's probably somebody that thinks of the group kind of person, like their focus is on the group. So helping the group, helping people as a whole, helping people as a mass. This person looks at things from an outside perspective, and maybe that itself is why they can come off as misunderstood, because maybe some of the decisions they make are from this outside perspective, and it might get misinterpreted sometimes for some of you. Somebody who's very goal-oriented, I feel as well. They want to be, okay, so for someone watching this, this is somebody that likes to be part of the group. I'm feeling with the Five of Cups, so they might be the kind of person that they like to think of the group as a whole for its better good. They like to push things forward too with the Eight of Wands here. Somebody who has a very strong vision. I'm feeling with the Lamb and the Inner Compass, and also the Lineage card. Somebody who has a very idealistic mind too. Very strong mind. Somebody that has very strong opinions as well. Very strong opinions. And maybe that's also why, because their opinions are so strong. They're so strongly believing in whatever it is they believe in. And this could be like this could be somebody that is really into like social justice and human services kind of, but more in an expanded way. So people as a whole, definitely getting that. Like this person, if they're a leader, they're more of a leader in like a human rights kind of way. They're somebody that cares about human rights, I'm feeling, and they have very strong opinions about human rights. They like to push things forward. They like to pretty much, it's almost like making a revolution in a way. Like the revolutionary, they're somebody very idealistic. They're somebody with a strong vision, very strong opinions, and they have a lot of integrity. They have a lot of value upon whatever that is that they believe in. They very strongly believe in that cause. This is somebody that likes to fight for cause, fight for change in the world almost. There's somebody that believes in it. They believes in their own power, their own potential, and they stand up for what they believe in. And maybe because they're so strong about what they believe in, maybe that's why they're often misunderstood. Or some people might be a bit intimidated by them. And also with the Judgment card too, because this is somebody that, when it comes to that chosen cause or their chosen causes and opinions, especially I'm feeling like human rights or social causes or social justice kind of things. They're very direct with their opinion. They want to make a difference in the world. They want to be the change in the world. They want people to collaborate. They want to get people together and work together and better the planet, better the economic system for some of you. So this is the kind of person I feel like they care about what they leave behind for future generations as well. This is the kind of person who has a very strong moral compass, but their moral compass is based on their own internal values, their own integrity, their own opinions, and they believe so strongly in their opinions with a passion. And I feel like this is the world as a whole too, for many of you watching this. Like, they really care about what they leave behind in this world for future generations. And I definitely feel that with the Judgment card as well. And maybe they can come off like a little bit, not in a mean way, but maybe a bit combative at times about these things because they believe in them so strongly. And maybe that's also why some people get a bit intimidated by them. But I feel like this comes from a pure place. This comes from a place of wanting betterment for people, whatever their belief system is, whether this is political or like a social movement oriented kind of person, somebody that really does care about what they leave behind in this world for their own future families, their own kids, their own grandkids, their own other people in the world. They care about humanity as a whole. That's why they believe so strongly in what they do. And if they're not into social justice, this is somebody who does very much so have very, very strong opinions. They're somebody with a lot of integrity within these opinions. They really strongly believe in these opinions. And it's like they have a very, very, very strong mind, strong boundaries too, I'm feeling, but a big heart. Strong boundaries and a big heart, and yes, definitely, they deeply care about the group. They have a group mentality. They're somebody that cares about what they leave behind, and they're trying to push forward and really make a difference. This is somebody who wants to make a difference in this world. This is somebody that's willing to collaborate and work with other people as well. They're very passionate about their beliefs and social movements that they're passionate about. They believe that we all have the power to make a difference in this world, and they believe strongly themselves too. They know that they have the power to do this. They're very, very much like a warrior about this thing. Whatever it is that they believe in, whatever it is that they're pouring their entire essence into, I'm feeling like it's like for a collective reason, for the better good. This person is somebody that looks out for the better good, and if they have to voice themselves, voice their opinions, they're gonna give their 2 cents, I'm feeling. This is definitely somebody that's willing to. This is somebody very protective of the people in their life too. If they have kids, they're very protective over their kids. They want to leave a better future for the kids. Their kids are very important to them, or future generations in general. This person has a very, very strong inner compass. They're very guided by their inner compass, and they're good at seeing things as a whole. They have a very expansive mind in this way. They're strong visionary. And there's almost like, again, not in a bad way, but like a stubbornness to this vision because they're so set on it and moving forward and making this happen. They really believe in their cause, and their cause is. They strongly do, and this person is somebody with like I'm hearing the word justice with the Judgment card and the limited potential here. They like to see things be fair. And they want things to be fair. They want things to be right. I'm hearing the word right. Whatever right is to them. This might be the kind of person that likes to have family gatherings too. I'm really feeling they care about the group as a whole. They might be more outgoing in this way, and they have a very strong voice. Very, very, very strong voice. And again, there's almost like this warrior energy to them. And they speak up. They're going to speak loud for everybody to hear them. Because they believe in what they say. This is somebody that believes in what they say. They walk their talk. And they're not afraid if people disagree with them. This is somebody that does not care if other people disagree with them. They feel like their vision needs to be heard and seen. And this person might even try to negotiate, and some maybe necessarily argue, I guess you could say. Like, not for everybody, but for some. This is somebody that's going to voice their opinion. They don't care what other people think about this thing, like if they disagree. This is somebody that is a revolutionary. This is somebody with a strong vision. This is somebody with a very strong mind, and they're very brave. They are very brave. They're very protective, too, over the people they care about outside of social movements and stuff, or whatever their belief system, or what they believe in, or what causes they strongly believe in. I mean, this person is somebody very protective over the people in their life. They want to see people grow, and maybe there's times they might come off like a bit of a tough love attitude towards certain things or certain people, but it's because they're trying to push people. This is somebody that's not afraid to push, like not in a bad way, but this is somebody that's not afraid to make the breakthroughs, not afraid of truth either. This person is very honest, has a very strong voice, like this person has a powerful throat chakra. Everything they do is for a better good, though. I definitely feel that. But this is somebody that really likes to get people moving. This is somebody that encourages change in positive way and in constructive ways. They're somebody, like, again, if it's for your better good, they're not afraid to give the constructive criticism or just say what they think, and they really do believe in what they say. They're very strong in their words and their beliefs, and they hold those. Like, those do not waver once they have built those. A very strong vision. A strong, very strong compass. And with the Eight of Wands and the compass, this makes me think that this person likes to put their thoughts and words into action. Very guided by their own truth, their own sense of truth. They want to leave behind almost like a legacy, I'm hearing. They are very proud of their family too, or will be proud of their family. This is somebody that encourages change, especially, again, I'm feeling not for everybody, but for many of you, or somebody watching this, like a social change, social justice. They have a very strong inner compass, and they're not afraid to charge forward. They're not afraid to take the direction. It's like they're traveling in one way, and they're sharply going that one way with a blood force. Yes, they're very passionate, and this is somebody very goal-oriented. Very much so goal-oriented. They might keep themselves busy a lot too because of this. They may be the kind of person where they see sad things happening in the world or bad things happening in the world, and they're the person that they want to take the inner movement from what's going on in their heart and their own integrity, their own inner compass, and they're going to do their best to make a difference, to be the change in the world, and help others be the change in the world. That might be important if they have children too, to them, to kind of spread this to them, to leave better generations than what we have. Like, there's somebody that wants to improve things. There's somebody that takes on certain causes. There's somebody who has strong opinions, a strong voice, somebody who's very forward moving and not afraid to make an impact on people. They think of things from a higher perspective, from the bigger picture. They're very much so bigger picture people, big picture people. And they know if they have to make people a little bit uncomfortable or shake things up, they're not afraid to do this. But they're trying to leave a better lineage behind. I keep hearing that. Yeah, very justice-like quality about them. So they have their strong beliefs, their values, and they hold those tight. And they fight for what they believe in. This person is a very strong fighter for what they believe in, for what they hold dear to them, both in their causes and also with the people they care about. This is somebody very protective. Like, they might have very high expectations, but they have a really caring and protective heart. I'm hearing big things. So they expect big things, but they care really big. The love they give is really big. They're also very generous individuals, and they're not afraid to tell the truth. They see truth as something for your better good, so that might hurt some people's feelings sometimes, but this person is very, 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 very honest and direct. I definitely feel that. They also honor compassion as well with the collaboration and lineage here. The way she holds out her heart, and I'm feeling like all the green energy. So this person is also very empathetic themselves, but not afraid to speak the truth. So they're very empathetic, but they're not so much on the tactful side, I'm feeling for many of you. They like to protect people. They like to be that change in the world, create the movement. This person is very movement, action oriented towards their goal, aligning with their goal and making their goal a reality, and really caring what they leave behind in this world. This person really does care about the causes that they're so passionate about. And they pour their heart and soul into these things and these rights. Maybe this is animal rights, human rights, maybe this is social justice, maybe this is political, maybe this is whatever this is to them. This could vary because this is a general reading, but I'm really getting that forward movement, like that strong, following their inner compass. Somebody that's also not afraid to follow whatever it is that's their dreams. And they have a lot of heart. And they're not afraid to voice themselves when their boundaries get crossed either. Or I'm also hearing if your boundaries or someone they care about's boundaries get crossed, they're going to be there. They're very much so going to be there and protect you. Like, they're a strong protector, and I feel it within my throat. So this is somebody who is not afraid to voice themselves. And they're very protective over you. They have a very strong, powerful energy. They're very honest, very brave, very courageous, very fierce. This person might be more outgoing too. They enjoy being around other people also. They're not afraid to say the thing, again, that shakes people up, might get things rattled up, or have people disagree with them. That's not their concern. Their concern is making a difference and making a change and really voicing themselves. They're very, very strongly courageous in voicing themselves and also using their voice for other people, being other people's voice. This person is a voice for others. And I feel like that's also part of their life purpose, too, is being that voice in whatever way this is. They're the people that are a voice for people that might feel like they don't have one also. And they're very compassionate towards this. Whatever this is, whoever these people are, whatever this movement is, that's part of their purpose, is to use that big, strong voice. Their purpose is to not be afraid to rattle things up, because of the way their voice impacts others' lives in a positive and life-changing way. And they strongly care about whatever it is that they're actually saying. Very much so. Like, I feel that very strongly inside. The fierceness, the strength this person has, the vision this person has, this unwavering voice. And they're so strong and brave, and their voice, what they're voicing, whether it makes some people uncomfortable or not, that is a life-changing thing for people. And they change other people's lives. They really impact the lives of others in a positive way by sharing their voice, sharing their truth. Sharing their truth is a very strong part of their journey and strong part of their life purpose. And they really positively make a difference in people's lives because of this. They make people feel safer also. They make you feel safer. Sometimes they might hurt your feelings by being so honest, but that's always from a place in their mind of coming from a bigger picture, because they're thinking of the better good of the situation. Maybe not necessarily if it makes somebody uncomfortable by saying the truth, they're going to say the truth. This is a very, very honest person and thinks of things from a higher perspective. Even if, like, for some of them that might come off more objective and might hurt some people's feelings, but they're not seeing it that way. They're seeing it in the long range. This is a long range thinker. Somebody who makes goals, somebody who wants to set a foundation with you, somebody that wants goals with you too. Somebody that wants to also, I feel for some of you, whether you're interested in children or not, somebody that wants to build a family with you. They want to also be the person with a backup plan. This person wants to make long range, secure plans with you. Alright, that's all I have for you, pile number 4. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, be sure to give my video a thumbs up and comment down below if it resonated with you. I love reading what you have to say. Also, subscribe to my channel if you are new and you enjoyed this reading. You can also click on the notification bell to stay up to date with any new content when it gets released. I appreciate you all for taking the time to watch this video, and I really hope you enjoyed your reading, and I'm so, so deeply grateful that you took the time to watch, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.